So I want to talk today a little bit about the difference between microblading with a hand tool and digital microblading. Obviously one is using a hand tool, like a prison hand tool. You know how the guys in prison make their little manual tattoos. They have a little hand tool, they dip it in the ink or the pigment, and then they cut their little design. That's exactly how manual handheld microblading is done. Digital microblading for eyebrows is a much higher quality. It penetrates 3+ layers of the skin, whereas manual handheld tool microblading only penetrates about 2 layers of the skin, which is why most people need so many touch-ups, and it looks completely different a month or 2 after you've had the procedure. The digital microblading performs up to 180 implants per second. And it's based on magnets, which is how a tattoo machine works. But a digital microblade is a much higher quality. It has, it's actually has a handheld, looks like a pin, and it is penetrating and implanting, like I said, 140 to 180 implants per second while you are making the hair strokes. So you're not just dragging it and tearing the skin, you're implanting the whole time. And it's why it lasts. You hardly ever need a touch-up. For me, I offer a complimentary touch-up with 4 weeks after the treatment, just to see if there's any voids, meaning like little light spots where maybe healing. If the client doesn't follow the aftercare instructions, it can turn out too light. Like if you go in the sun 5 to 7 days after the treatment, it's not going to turn out as good as if you take care of your skin after the treatment. From 5 to 7 days, you really need to keep the healing ointment on. I use Aqua 4. You need to keep it moist. Don't itch it. Don't scratch it. Keep hot water. You can wash your face. I see some of these videos and they're saying that you can't go in water after microblading, and that is completely not true. You can take a shower, but you want to keep cool water on the skin, not hot water, no steam, no makeup, no cleansers. But yeah, you can take a shower. You just need to keep the area moist with the healing ointment for 5 to 7 days. And after that, it's all good. And you usually get 20 to 30% lighter, so it looks really dark right after the treatment. But as it heals, with the digital microblading, it goes so much deeper, which is why it lasts so much longer. The regular microblading, all of the pictures are right after the procedure, and it doesn't look that way. They smear the pigment or the ink, and they should never be using ink anyway on the face. And if they're using ink, which is like an $8 bottle, pigment is like a $30 to $40 little bottle, and it's healthier for your skin and it lasts much longer. So anyway, there's some tips to look for if you're looking to get your eyebrows microbladed. There's a huge difference. All is considered permanent makeup. It just depends on their technique and the tools that they're using.